do you believe that any of this new information implicates former President Obama in criminal behavior?
We have referred and will continue to refer all of these documents to the Department of Justice and the FBI to investigate the criminal implications of this.
For even former President Obama?
Correct. The evidence that we have found and that we have released directly point to President Obama leading the manufacturing of this intelligence assessment. There are multiple pieces of evidence and intelligence that confirm that fact.
Welcome to Sara Gonzales Unfiltered. Oh shit, things are heating up. DNI Tulsi Gabbard has said officially the DOJ and the FBI have been notified to look into the criminal prosecution of Barack Obama. Okay, buckle up. Here we go. She also, we just had the treasure trove of documents. She also didn't stop there. Remember, we had our very own Steve Baker on sitting right here next to me yesterday, and he said, oh, I know what's coming. I know what's coming, and you ain't seen nothing yet, so buckle up. Well, true to his word, earlier this morning, Tulsi Gabbard released more documents that just continue to not only incriminate former President Barack Obama, but all of those in his inner circle around him, all of those in the deep state. And she went on, she said in her X post that just kind of updated what we now know. She said, I've declassified a House Intel Oversight Majority Staff report that exposes how the Obama administration manufactured the January 2017 intelligence community assessment that they knew was false, promoting the lie that Vladimir Putin and the Russian government helped President Trump win the 2016 election. So what she released was here, and here is the new flow chart. She keeps adding to it, which honestly is probably very smart because there are a lot of moving pieces. There's a reason our very own Glenn Beck does a chalkboard, right? There's a lot of moving pieces, and it's helpful to see it all on a flow chart here. How deep the rot goes with these secret meetings, with the intelligence community assessing something and like multiple times telling Obama and his inner circle there actually is no proof that Trump is working with Putin. In fact, there's more proof that Russia wants Hillary Clinton to win. But Obama said, no, change that. Make that the other way around. Just do what you can to just make it up. And then they did. And so this was a report that was released by Tulsi, an oversight investigation from 2020. This is Russia's influence campaign targeting the 2016 U.S. presidential election. And so they did this whole thing to evaluate Obama's previous investigation into Russian involvement in the 2016 election, where all we heard afterwards was Russia, Russia, Russia. Again, you had Adam Schiff, criminal Adam Schiff, who apparently is guilty of mortgage fraud. Add him to the long list of Democrats who are criminals. And you had all of these talking heads going on television talking about how there was Russian collusion between President Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin to make sure that Donald Trump won the election. It was all false. Not only was it false, they knew it at the time. It was a concocted lie on purpose. Okay, so what she released today very much is clear. It says that the conclusion of this report, which you can go through it, again, this is the most transparent administration in history. You can go click on the link and download all of the documents for themselves. But it says, as the conclusion, acting on President Obama's orders, DCIA Brennan directed a full review and publication of raw human intelligence information that had been collected before the election. CIA officers said that some of this information had been held on the orders of DCIA, while other reporting had been judged by experienced CIA officers to have not met long-standing publication standards. Some of the latter was unclear or from unknown subsources, but would nonetheless be published after the election, over the objections of veteran officers on orders of DCIA and cited in the ICA, Intelligence Community Assessment, to support claims that Putin aspired to help Trump win. Let's unpack that for a second, okay? They are saying in there, see, even the CIA, which, like, they're already shady, okay? But even the shady CIA was like, listen, this reporting, like, this does not meet publication standards. We should not run with this. This is not credible at all. We don't know the sources. We should not cite them. We should not run with it. The veteran officers were like, we should not publish this. And Obama and Brennan said, we don't care. It doesn't matter. The truth is not what we're after here. The truth doesn't matter. What matters is what we can make the American people believe. And so even in this report, they had Russian intelligence in their possession. They had already looked at all of it, okay? That Russia had in their possession a campaign email discussing a plan approved by Secretary Clinton to link Putin and Russian hackers to candidate Trump in order to distract the American public from the Clinton email server scandal. So Russia knew that. That's strange. You know, what's also strange is what else Russia knew and didn't run with, because right in smack dab in the middle of the report was the fact that Russian intelligence knew that Hillary Clinton had severe health problems. Obama knew that Hillary Clinton had severe health problems. They all knew. And for some reason, you tell me, for some reason, Russia sat on this information. So I'm going to read you what Russia knew. And as I'm reading this to you, keep in mind, Russia had every opportunity, if what they said was true, if they wanted President Trump to win, and they wanted to, of course, manipulate and influence the 2016 election, you would think that right before, when they saw blood in the water, they would have released damning information on Hillary Clinton's health. They would have given the American people reason to, hold on. I mean, look what happened with Joe Biden. The American people would go, hold on a second. Do we actually want a walking corpse in charge of the nuclear codes? No, probably not. We saw how that went this last election when they actually knew about it, when there was nothing else they could do to cover it up. But they said in this report, as of September 2016, the Russian Foreign Intelligence Service had Democratic National Committee information that President Obama and the party leaders found the state of Secretary Clinton's health to be, quote, extraordinarily alarming, and felt it could have serious negative impact on her election prospects. And her health information was being kept in strictest secrecy. Even close advisors were not being fully informed. Boy, nothing like hiding someone's health problems if you care about democracy, right? That's all we hear from these people. Democracy, democracy, democracy is the most important thing. Democracy dies in the darkness. You know what's not really democratic? Hiding someone's health problems, the person who's running to be in charge of an entire country, deliberately hiding serious health problems that they have to get them elected. I'd say that's not really like democratic at all, actually. The same people who claim all they care about is your democracy, which we're not a democracy, I understand that. But they claim that they care about it. Their point is power to the people. You hear AOC cheer it, all the power to the people at her rallies. They talk about it all the time. All of these people, power to the people. The people should be in charge. Our elected officials should follow the will of the people. Well, why are you constantly hiding things from your voters, Democrats? Why is it always you? President Trump had swollen legs and like some bruises on his hand, which is, I don't know, have you ever been around an older person ever? They always have bruises. Totally normal, nothing suspect. The mainstream media tried to run with it like President Trump was about to die. And do you know what his administration did? Released a report telling them exactly what was going on. And the Democrats won't do that. All they want to do is hide and do things in secret because they are criminals. Okay, so you tell me who Russia actually wanted to get elected when they had this intelligence that I'm about to read to you, and they still didn't release it. They sat on it. They did nothing about it. They had information that not even Hillary Clinton's close advisors had, and they just kept it to themselves. You tell me why you think that is, all right? Hillary Clinton, according to Russian intelligence, suffered from intensified psycho-emotional problems. You think? That's literally every left-wing woman ever. Type 2 diabetes, heart disease, deep vein thrombosis, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and had uncontrolled fits of anger, aggression, and cheerfulness. Sounds a little bipolar. She also, for all of these serious mental conditions, was on a daily regimen of heavy tranquilizers. And it makes you wonder when you hear that, oh, well, gee, I guess it's no surprise why Obama and the people at the top who knew about this didn't want this released. That sounds pretty damn bad. Do you want someone handling the nuclear codes who suffers from intensified psycho-emotional problems? I mean, it was already bad enough that she was a woman. On top of that, she's already even more psycho-emotional than a regular woman. No, thank you. Uncontrolled fits of anger, aggression, and then cheerfulness. Well, that sounds psychotic. You want someone holding the nuclear codes? That's what they said about President Trump all the time. Can you imagine if this man has the nuclear codes, we're going to have World War III? I don't know, guys. Maybe the person with the psycho-emotional problems and heavy tranquilizers shouldn't be in charge of the nuclear codes. And yet the Russians said nothing. They said nothing. Well, hold on. If they were in the bag for President Trump, why did they say nothing? Because, of course, that was never true. They knew it wasn't true. They concocted a purposeful lie to deceive the American people. The Russians also said, according to their own intelligence, while afraid of losing, Hillary remained obsessed with a thirst for power. You think? That's probably why she went around for years afterward claiming that she didn't actually lose the election. That didn't count. That wasn't real. She didn't lose the election. President Trump stole it. Right. Again, projecting what they intend to do or have already done. And it took me back when I read this. I was like, man, I got so wrapped up in Joe Biden being half dead in a weekend at Bernie's presidency that I forgot how bad it was with Hillary. She was out there, she was stumping, she was traveling on the campaign trail, and she would just get into these epic coughing fits. She wasn't able to catch her breath. She'd take a drink of water. She'd continue coughing. She's like at the microphone, so it's really, really awkward. And you know, I felt like we should relive that moment. Knowing what we know now, coming full circle, Hillary Clinton, the very sickly Hillary Clinton, trying to hide from the world how sick she actually is. Well, now she's caught in 4K. Watch. Uh-oh. Drink some water. Maybe that'll make it better.
I've been talking, so...
Yes, it's the talking. Is she aware that what a microphone
every time I think
does?
about Trump, I get allergic.
Like, you can actually, if you're coughing, you don't have to cough directly into the mic. I'm not sure if she realizes that. You could move the mic away from your mouth so that people don't hear your nasty ass coughing, Hillary. And then, of course, you had the viral moment where Hillary is having to be carried into the back of the van, I believe, when we never quite knew exactly what happened. She has men holding her up, and then she looks like she's got some tremor, and they've got to hold her up and hoist her into the vehicle, toss her in the back of that van, and off she goes. And nobody ever really knew. They said, oh, she's just heat stroke. She's just a little dehydrated. No, actually, she was extremely sick. And here is, they said that she was on tranquilizers. And I'm wondering if this interview makes a little bit more sense now.
I've been briefed about the bombings in New York and New Jersey and the attack in Minnesota. Obviously, we need to do everything we can to support our first responders, also to pray for the victims. We have to let this investigation unfold. We've been in touch with various officials.
She might have just as much vigor as Joe Biden, man.
In New York,
Look at that.
to learn what they are discovering as they
Hill dog.
conduct this investigation.
You awake? Hello? Are you there? Are you awake? It makes so much sense now. So, President Obama been referred to the DOJ and the FBI. Now remember who heads up the DOJ? Pam Bondi. So, how confident are you that something is actually going to happen? I don't know, but clearly Tulsi Gabbard is doing everything within her power to make things right, because if this is allowed to stand, it will forever shift our entire country. And I have to believe, after everything that Donald Trump went through, after the lawfare, after the 91 indictments, after the 36 felony counts, after every single way that they completely discredited this man, involved in entire character assassination of this man. 2 times he should have been assassinated. 2 times he was saved from assassination. One of those times he was shot in the head. Everything that culminated to the moment that Donald Trump got elected, everything that happened to him. And as it was happening, we all said, there's nothing else other than God. This is a God thing. We saw what direction the country was headed in. We saw how off track we were. And not only did we, this isn't just about the inflation rates and the cost of eggs and all of that. Is it nice to get those things down? Yes. But what it was about was the epic levels of corruption that was happening under the Biden administration that we knew could not continue. We could not have a functioning country and continue that level of corruption. It is not possible to have a functioning country and have that level of corruption continue to happen and no one is held accountable. And so you look at all of this and you look at all of the lawfare and you look at everything President Trump went through and you look at the assassination attempts and you look at how God's hand was very clearly on this the entire time. God said, I'm not ready to throw this country in the gutter yet. And when you look at all of that in hindsight, I have a hard time believing that there's not going to be justice here. It just seems like everything has been leading to this moment. Everything led to President Trump being elected. Why? Why? To course correct, to make things right, to get this country back on track. This country doesn't get back on track without accountability here. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys that I have faith in Pam Bondi, but what I am going to say is I have faith that God did all of this for a reason. God saved Donald Trump not once, but twice for a much bigger reason than egg prices or gas prices or inflation. And I have to believe that this is all part of the plan. There's just no other, there's nothing else that makes sense that all of those things happened to this man. And he finally against all odds, he finally was elected again and sworn in, all for President Obama to get away with one of the biggest scandals in American history? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that there is a higher power who is watching over this country. And I just don't think that that's going to happen. Now, President Obama himself, he's already trying to I'm releasing a statement here and these people are crazy. His office released a statement last night. So this was before the document dump this morning. He said, out of respect for the office of the presidency, our office does not normally dignify the constant nonsense and misinformation flowing out of this White House with a response. But these claims are outrageous enough to merit one. These bizarre allegations are a ridiculous and weak attempt at distraction. Nothing in the document issued last week undercuts the widely accepted conclusion that Russia worked to influence the 2016 presidential election, but did not successfully manipulate any votes. They go on to say that these findings were affirmed in a 2020 report. It was bipartisan, guys. Marco Rubio was part of it. These findings were affirmed. What information did you withhold from them? You think that Russia's so dumb that they worked to influence the election in President Trump's favor and just sat on the information they had about Hillary Clinton's health? Yeah, no. You guys talk a big game about how Vladimir Putin is so dangerous. I know you guys don't actually believe that. You're just total liars and criminals. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick break. We will be back with more, but we want to thank our sponsor first, Birch Gold. So look, Birch Gold is there for you in times of instability, but also in times of stability, because the thing about gold and silver is that it doesn't matter at what point you are at. In inflationary times, in non-inflationary times, it's just a really good idea to diversify into gold and silver. So if you haven't yet done that, I highly suggest that you go to my friends over at Birch Gold Group and let them explain to you how you can take an existing IRA or 401k and convert it into an IRA in physical gold or silver, and it's not going to cost you a penny out of pocket. By the way, just in the last 12 months, the value of gold has increased by 40%. Okay, so now's the time to think about diversifying. Here's what you need to do. Text my name, Sarah, to 989898. They're going to send you that free information kit, the one that you see on the screen right now. They're going to send you that. It's a free information kit on gold. There's no obligation. It's just useful information. I'm not a financial expert. They are. They've helped my family personally. We have used Birch Gold Group. They've made it very, very easy. It was a very easy process, and they explained everything to us so that we really felt confident we knew what we were doing. Text the word Sarah. There's no obligation. Text my name, Sarah, S-A-R-A, to 989898. All right, it's going to be a fun one today. We've got, oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, I already dropped the F-bomb, so I guess the pressure's off now. But we have back in studio the one, the only, I just want to call you Derek. Derek Richards.
Thank you.
Just Derek, but I feel like it should be like Prince, like just the one, just Derek.
Just go with that.
You should know who he is.
I like
He's a
that.
comedian. He's one of the funniest men in the world, so you should go check him out. Or else.
That was very assertive.
I like that.
I like that.
Thank you. Also, Dave Landau, who I'm a little scared to have on my set right now.
I don't want to be here either.
Also comedian, host of Normal World.
I'm looking around at the lights just to make sure that a final destination doesn't take place.
Can we talk about
We
it?
can talk about it.
Okay, so Dave texted me and he was like, "Hey, I'm almost there. A bird just hit my windshield. No, a bird just shattered my windshield."
Right.
And I was like, "Okay, well that's crazy."
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, it's the second time in 2 weeks."
Yeah, it was a guy. It was a guy on a bike. I mean, he had wings. It was for a marathon. It was about 20 of them. It was for cancer awareness.
Well, now he doesn't have to worry about cancer.
No. He doesn't have to worry about anything. No, it's the second time in 2 weeks that a bird has shattered. Well, the first bird just left a hole in it last week in Michigan. So, like, I was able to fix it. But this bird shattered my windshield, and that's 2 in 2 weeks. And I've heard it's either good luck, bad luck,
Doesn't seem
or it's
like
either a good you have to be cautious, which if you wanted me to be cautious, why would you scare me while I'm driving?
Right.
2, it could mean that you have anxiety, and I don't need a bird slamming into my window to let anybody know that I have anxiety.
Well, I mean, that would be something that would give you anxiety if you didn't already have it.
And I have plenty of it. I have plenty of it to go around. And then the other thing was what?
Anxiety.
Yeah, was it? Well, no, there's 3. Anxiety, good luck, bad luck, right? Anxiety, be cautious, or
Yes.
good luck.
Correct.
I don't know. It seems like someone put a curse on you.
I'm terrified. And if anybody here knows someone who dabbles in the black arts and would like to give me a hand,
Oh, no.
I feel like there has been years of just awful things that have been happening. Derek can attest to this.
We were literally Googling spiritual cleansing and black magic removal
In Dallas.
in the lobby before we came in.
I have a spiritual cleanser.
You really?
do.
I do.
Can you help me?
Yeah, I can put you in touch with her.
Because I believe in God. I pray. I prayed today before I left. I pray. Look, I thought we were doing good. Me and God, making up for some of the mistakes. So if he's warning me, I just want him to know, like, I am sorry for some of the choices I've made.
Your spiritual cleanser is going to have some work cut out for her. That's like being the new head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It might be a month-long trip.
Yeah. She's not going to be your friend anymore, that's for sure.
But I'm like, yeah, just shattered my windshield.
I've never heard of that even happening.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Not just like, has that ever happened to you before now?
I've hit a bird with my windshield once when I was driving my Jeep Cherokee when I was 16.
Okay.
And I was on
You're
acid.
Oh. Well, are you sure that it actually happened if you were on acid?
Fortunately, there were others in the car who also screamed.
Who can also attest to that. My immediate reaction was it a bird or was like a frozen hen dropped on him from an overpass?
That's not impossible.
Right.
It could have been thrown at me from somebody's truck.
That wouldn't surprise me either.
I've been...
Although your car, like we were talking about this, your car has hit everything here in Dallas with the exception of Troy Aikman. That is the only thing that your car has not hit.
I had
It's hit
town.
Jerry Jones?
Once. It nudged him. I bought a car when I moved here. It was a Lincoln for $7,000 off a very old woman. And I looked into it, made sure it was all real. Not a dent on the car. The last time it got hit by something, I just screwed the bumper back on with a drill. Like it's turning into trains, planes, and automobiles. My entire car is just scratched and dented. I've been hit with chickens. I've been hit like a chicken coop. Remember? It fell out of the back of a guy. I'm sure a legal guy's truck.
Life.
Huh?
You have a really weird life.
I was hit with a truck tire. Couldn't find the truck, but a truck tire just slammed into the front of the car.
No.
I'm dead serious.
And you
This
couldn't
is some
find the
Final
truck.
I
Destination.
couldn't find the truck.
Okay.
That's what
I'm
destroyed
a little
the side
nervous
of
to
it.
have you
Right.
here right now.
I'm nervous
actually.
for you.
Like what?
What if I'm really good luck and then you walk out of here and good things happen?
It hasn't happened so far.
Yeah, I've never had anything good happen here either.
So
So what's new? The best thing that could happen is I get hit with a light and I can finally have a lawsuit.
So anywho,
Nothing like a
you guys
retirement
are
plan
klutzy.
that involves injury and workman's comp.
Yeah, if any of you guys are klutzy with props, now's the time.
now's the time.
Okay.
So anywho, on that note, speaking of bad luck, do we think that anything's going to happen to Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, Brennan, all of Obama's inner circle who hid things from the American public and deceptively lied to the American public about Russia? Tulsi Gabbard is releasing all these documents now. Do we actually think that there's anything that's going to happen?
Since the CIA is flying birds into my windshield, I'm going to say, why in God's name would they? They're innocent people, and I'm fans of them all. Derek, do you have a
It's like,
take?
please stop with me.
I just don't want any more birds to fly into Dave's car. I feel bad for
my answer is whatever gets Dave bird free.
Yeah.
You hear that, Hillary?
Stop flying your CIA birds into my windshield.
Of all the people in the political sphere that you shouldn't take seriously, it's me, you dumb bitch. I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. I'm paid to be here. Go on.
Yeah. So anywho,
No, I don't think I think they will. I think you're going to see the charges, maybe.
do you think? Well, Pam Bondi's going to be the one that has to take it up with the DOJ.
That's why, like, if she's able to, but you never know. Stuff does disappear off her desk kind of randomly.
It does.
So that would be my worry.
Like a child diddler files.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a gigantic folder, like a giant 3-ring binder
Yeah.
you used to take around a class filled with pedophiles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
he's
says
fine.
the Epstein files.
Yeah, sometimes you just lose those.
Did you guys see that the lawyer for Jeffrey Epstein, one of the lawyers for Jeffrey Epstein?
Dershowitz?
No, not him. There was a
Okay.
lawyer that they found dead like just the other day.
Seriously?
Yeah. I never heard what happened, what the cause of death was, but I was like, well, that is interesting timing.
Whose lawyer was it?
Of Jeffrey Epstein's.
Oh, it was Epstein's.
One
it
of
was-
his, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of his lawyers.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, they killed him. I mean, if
It's not looking good for you, Dave.
if you use the term "found dead," it never means that it looked natural.
No.
It wasn't like, oh, he died peacefully. They're like, well, we found him. You had to find the corpse.
Just found in a park with a knife in the back of his head.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
We think he may have fell on this
Well, it's like
while jogging.
it's like the one lady who got shot by, was related to the Clintons, who killed himself by running through the woods and shooting himself in the back.
It happens all the time.
Every day.
I mean, you
So common.
yeah, well, the guns, they just go off themselves.
They do. And whenever I hunt, which I've never in my life, I tend to carry the gun behind me and point it at myself.
Yep.
No, when you hunt, you just drive your car down the freeway.
Correct. I don't need to. You wouldn't be so. Oh boy, I can't wait to hit a buck and have it mounted. And also I'll have it stuffed.
Come on now.
Come on, everybody.
Yeah, okay,
Too
so
easy.
I found this. It's Roy Black was one of Jeffrey Epstein's criminal defense attorneys when he was charged with federal sex trafficking charges.
Sunny Red.
Palm Beach County State Attorney Barry Krischer allowed the notorious sex trafficker, of course, Jeffrey Epstein, to plead to misdemeanor charges after allegations of rape of underage girls surfaced. Roy Black was critical in negotiations on the infamous 2008 non-prosecution agreement, which allowed Epstein to plead guilty to lesser charges. The lawyer also filed a response to the case that the NPA was a violation of the Crime Victims Act. And now he's
So someone who's obviously seen this list is dead.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you have the attorney-client privilege,
Yes.
you've seen it.
You would imagine.
Yeah.
Again, it doesn't look good for you, Dave.
What's the over-under on Ghislaine Maxwell?
Well, yeah, that's a great point because they did just officially, the House voted to allow her to make her come testify under oath. And she's already said that through her attorney, she has said, like, I'm ready and willing.
I bet her.
But how do you trust her?
Well, that's the thing is she could be looking for a pardon. So let's say Trump is on the list, which I know may upset a lot of people, but let's say he is.
Do you really think he is?
I do, but I don't think in the way that people think he is.
Right. Okay.
He met
right.
Melania through him.
Yes. Yes.
Through Epstein.
Oh no, I do. I think that he was a larger not larger. I shouldn't say that. I think he knew him obviously better than he wanted to admit, which I mean, who wouldn't? But
Right.
you're a billionaire who runs with billionaires.
Right.
But I think what people are looking for is there actually is probably a black book somewhere, but then there's flight logs, there's people that rented planes, there's parties, so yes, does he pop up in those? Probably. But no, I do not think that he is at all a pedo.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the problem is like the Epstein files have been diluted so much that it's like, well, let's all be on the same page of what we're talking about here before we start releasing people's names. I am in full agreement with that point. It was just like, if we're just releasing names of people associates who ever flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane, and there's no proof that they went to his island and diddled little kids, like, I don't know that I want their names out in public because that just seems to be unreasonable and character assassination for no reason with no evidence. To your point about Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, there's a new article out that says Donald Trump was informed months ago by Pam Bondi that his name appears multiple times in the Jeffrey Epstein files, the same day she recommended against releasing all documents, according to a new report. Now, this is the Daily Mail, so this also says the files contained, quote, unverified hearsay about Trump and the individuals who had social connections to Epstein. It's like, I mean, I literally just did the beginning of my show on unverified hearsay of the creation of the Steele dossier, where they tried to weaponize it against Donald Trump. And they were like, he loves peeing on Russian prostitutes. And we were all like, that doesn't sound like him.
I mean, who doesn't?
I mean, Hunter does.
Right?
I mean, he does. Or maybe on him, but either way, there's one involved.
Yeah.
So
I've never paid for that.
it's just for free.
I've just woken up.
He's been paid to do it.
I think someone paid for it.
Yeah. That's how we met.
Really?
Yeah.
Little known story.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
We're both
out now.
both in Moscow in a urine whorehouse.
What do we think that Obama did in the urine whorehouse?
Oh gosh. Well, that's what's so odd about all of this is the level in which they tried to make him look like a creep was very much. It was like, what is the stereotype of what an Asian businessman would do with a prostitute? And then they wrote it down and said Trump did that.
Right.
Yep.
Because we all know that Asian businessmen like to be defecated on by American whores.
That's common knowledge.
Is it?
Yeah. Sarah, wake up. Hello. What bubble are you living in?
I understand if you want to cut that.
I don't that's cutting a lot, actually. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't want to demonetize you. I'm just simply saying the stereotype.
Yeah, I mean, stereotypes are stereotypes.
Yeah.
For a reason.
They're good at math, and they like to be defecated on by whores.
Google it.
I mean, if you don't see the common thread in those, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
That's all
So
I'm
let's
saying.
get more into this.
Chat GPT can tell you.
Yeah. No, it won't. It'll say we can't do stereotypes.
Oh, it will say that.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it does say that. Yeah, it says I will not do anything racist or.
Well, that's the artificial and the artificial intelligence then.
If you write like a morbidly obese businessman, it will give you one. So you have to find something that's like close to what you're looking for, and then it'll make it. But you have to make it sound like it's trying not to be offensive.
Seriously.
Yeah. Oh no, we're learning this game.
Just trying not to sound offensive is probably hard for the two of you.
I'm not trying to offend anyone.
You're a comedian.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
Okay, by the way, on that note, before we go to break, because I have to thank our sponsor and go to break, and then we'll be back with more, but tell everyone.
The sponsor's going to thank you.
Yeah, I'm just not sure how much they'll love me this segment, but it's okay because I love them. Tell everyone, Derek, where can people find you?
DerekRichards.com is my website, and you can find me there. Also, I'm doing a show this Friday in outside of Fort Worth in Weatherford, Texas. Yes.
Woo, that's
fundraiser. Yeah.
Fun.
Yes.
Drazer. Dave, where can people find you?
They can find me right here at Normal World. It's the show that they don't talk about. DaveLandau.com, August 1st and 2nd in Dayton, Ohio, and this weekend, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, where I'm sure on the way I'll probably run over a calf.
Well, I hope not. Safe travels, though. All right, we're going to be back with more. First, I want to thank our sponsor this segment, Lean from Brickhouse Nutrition. Have you guys, do you do this one?
I'm about to start.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah, they sponsor our show, and it's worked for a few people that have been using it.
It's a great product. It like legitimately. So people who watch the show, they know I'm like a health food crazy nut. And I also think that it's bad to use drugs to like inject yourself with drugs to lose weight.
We are the same person.
Really?
Well, no, I don't think you should inject drugs to lose weight. But as far as health food goes, I think you can look at my face and realize that's not true.
Well, you need to get on this product, Dave.
That's the plan.
Okay. All right. It's so one of the ingredients, by the way, it's all natural because I won't promote something that I don't actually believe in. I don't know if you guys know this. They like send us details of all of these sponsors and say, are you okay with this? And so I use it. I vetted all of the ingredients. This is all natural. One of the ingredients is a edible cactus that grows in India, and it's a natural appetite suppressant. And that's just one of the ingredients. But they've developed this to maintain healthy blood sugar, help control appetite and cravings, and help designed to burn fat by converting fat into energy. So you're not injecting yourself with something that's like eating your muscles. And people, they're like, oh, this person has Ozempic teeth. And I'm like, Ozempic teeth? What are you talking about? Don't do that.
You get soft teeth and bones.
Ozempic, like I was like Ozempic butt, Ozempic face,
Yep.
Ozempic teeth. That doesn't sound like anything you want to do. So go over to takelean.com, use code Sarah20 for 20% off. Try it. Dave said they've had people with great success take it. I've loved it as well. So go check it out. Takelean.com, promo code Sarah20. Oh, I thought we were done with this transgender nonsense with women's makeup, but we're not.
I hope not.
Wait, did you just turn trans?
What?
Is that your trans voice?
I don't know. I think it would be more like, I'm fine. I think I
That's
could
a good trans
I could
voice.
be
Is it?
I could be a passable lesbian.
It's ma'am.
That's true. It is a lot of anger.
Yeah.
It's like, it's ma'am.
Yeah. I think you don't lose the gravel.
No, I
think that they, yeah. Like they don't, they have
gravel is accentuated.
they have no interest in losing like the gravel or their beard or anything else. They
It would just be Tom Waits then. It would just be like, how's everybody doing? I used to have a penis.
So, by the way, I don't know how long we're going to be able to stay on YouTube in case.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like over the break. I was like, yeah, I don't know if we're even still on. But in the event that we lose you, make sure that you can head on over to BlazeTV to check out the rest of the segment. So
Overpay.
Ulta Beauty just did a makeup collaboration with, well, I'll let you just see for yourself. Watch.
JD and Hair is now at Ulta, and I'm here to see the display for the first time, you guys. Hi, honey. What's your name? Paulina. Nice to meet you, Paulina. Nice to meet you, honey. Nice to meet you. We're gonna see what JD and Hair looks like at Ulta for the first time. It's gonna be Ulta fun. Okay, let's see it. Who is that? She's so pretty. I got highlights since then. Do you think it's pretty?
It's gorgeous.
Do you think she's gonna get along with all of her other new Ulta friends?
Gorgeous. She's just right.
She does, right? JV and Hair is now at Ulta Beauty nationwide. We love the hair you have.
This is honestly, like, I blame women for this. Why are all of these women just okay with this? They're supporting it. They're like, oh, hey, yeah, I love you so much. Those women right there congratulating him. No, it's y'all's fault that this is happening. By the way, in case you'd like to support a makeup brand who you're never going to find any trans men over there on that website, AmericanBeautyBySarah.com. I literally created my company because I was tired of seeing men take women's opportunities in the makeup realm. And I always say, I said this on your show, Dave, I don't like trans, but I have to sell to them because it's illegal not to. So if you are trans, you can actually buy it at AmericanBeautyBySarah.com, but just know that I don't like you.
But you but you told me if a man puts it on, it burns them.
Just buy it and see what happens.
Can Dave and I be your trans models?
No.
Okay.
Well,
How about
No
you take
trans
some,
models.
How about you take some time to think about your answer before you just spit out the no?
yeah, I mean, we could detour everyone.
Yeah.
That guy, what I don't get, was that in New York, by the way?
I don't know.
I mean, it was pretty obvious.
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's a yes or no.
Why are you asking me then?
Well, because I saw a guy who looked the exact same standing outside of Death Becomes Her on Broadway doing a heroin dance, and it's identical to what that person is wearing. It was 2 days ago.
That wasn't shot.
I swear to God, I think it's the same lady.
That commercial
That's
wasn't
not
shot.
a lady.
Guy. I'm trying to keep you on YouTube. Lady with a beard. A lumber lady.
Yeah, we're trying to get you back on YouTube from the last 10 minutes.
We're trying to be accepted.
You're welcome.
Not gonna happen.
At least pick someone who like sort of looks like a woman, not Russell Brand with a wig.
Why? Why does it always have to be the most overtop version? Like, if there was a woman who was behaving like that, like, oh, like when you unveiled something, I would look at my wife and be like, I hate your friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, like women don't like that person. That's not a woman. That's a weird version of a woman that only a man would think is a woman.
It's a caricature of a woman.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's so offensive. It's like you think that you can just stroll up with a dress on and shriek loudly with your beard and be accepted as a woman, as if that's all that we are to you. And it is actually like horribly offensive at the core.
Well, yes.
I do that at Applebee's all the time. And
Why?
I get my cheese sticks cooked properly.
Really?
Yeah.
And when they make you eat outside.
They don't know how to react. Just give me what I want. You're welcome.
No, but it is like a woman is not a gay man.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like
Yes,
that's
right.
how
I know.
they behave. They behave like Mario Cantone in Sex and the City. Don't blame me, I'm married. But that's what it is. It's like
Yeah.
an over the
Sex
top.
and the City. Watch it.
I've had to watch a couple.
Yeah.
I hate that show more than my father's death. But
Wow.
it's
a lot of hate.
God,
Have you
geez.
seen the what's her name? Who has a foot for a face? Who stars on that show?
Oh, Sarah Jessica.
Oh my
Sarah Jessica Parker.
God! Why? I feel bad for Matthew Broderick. You talk about bad karma. He killed someone in a car, and now he's stuck with that horse.
Yeah. Last time I saw her, she was at Preakness.
Yeah, of course she gets.
Oh no.
Every time she goes into a store, she gets fitted for 4 shoes.
Oh no. I get called a horse a lot.
You're not a horse. You're
Come
not a
on.
horse face at all.
Isn't that funny?
But it's because people just want to.
calls
say
you a
something
horse?
mean.
I don't know, random people.
You're like
I'm not like bothered by it. I just think it's
You're
funny.
like my husband when dinner's cold.
Yeah. Steven. got called out.
You don't have a horse face, though.
I
would tell you to the side. I'd be
Would you tell me?
Listen. Yeah. My friend dated a girl who had a horse face. And
did you tell her?
No, but we let it go for a while, and then we told him. I was like...
I mean, was it like a draft horse?
I don't know. We got in a fight, and I was like, yeah, why don't you go feed your girl a carrot? And then he got all mad. He goes, what does that mean? I was like, it means she's a horse.
Oh, my
Stays in a stable.
And then did he ever speak to you again?
Oh, yeah, he just dumped her. So...
Really?
It was high school once he realized that she was a horse.
He just threw a couple birds at your windshield.
Yeah, I guess there's a reason these things are happening to me. It may be my past.
It might be. There's a pattern.
I though would never insult a woman's look as an adult, besides what I just said about Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah.
It's a
Anywho.
joke. Who is a horse? She's a horse who they put a lady wig on.
He doesn't want to offend Mr. Ed is the thing.
Or Mrs.
Just by the way, anywho, real quick, AmericanBeautyBySarah.com. Go stock up on your makeup. Don't support them. Don't support that trash. AmericanBeautyBySarah.com.
Now listen, the insane need to look pretty too. So
All right. Hold on. More on that.
I'm just saying for the Ulta people.
Right. Well, okay. No, they don't need to look pretty. They can look ugly
listen,
like their
free-
souls. We'll be
free-
right back.
Okay.
All right, Derek, one more time. Tell everyone where they can find you.
DerekRichards.com, and then I'll be in Weatherford, Texas on Friday, and then Cherokee, North Carolina at the end of August 27th through 31st.
And then DaveLandau.com.
Early grave.
DaveLandau.com. He's going to try really hard not to die on the way to Oklahoma.
That's the deal.
Make sure to check both of these gentlemen out. Also on Normal World, where I know we can find both of you. So check that out as well. We'll see you guys tomorrow.